Falcon fans, this is your boy Recondo coming back at you with another video. So today, as you can see, it's my first official mock draft of the offseason. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, I really like this mock draft. And I'm gonna go ahead and say this is based off, what I feel like they're gonna do in the free agency. So this draft is based off that. Like if they go out and get a defensive lineman, like we hoping, free agent big signing, things like that. So this is draft is based off that, guys. So this is my first draft. Definitely is going to change throughout the off season, especially when we get more information coming in. But guys, let me know what you think about my first draft. So guys, if you have not already, go ahead and please subscribe to the channel. Please hit the notification bell so you know when I drop another video. Please hit the like buttons. I know you guys like here to talk about. Then please share my video throughout the YouTube universe so more people can come in here and talk about these Atlanta Falcons. So let's get right into it, guys. My first pick for the Atlanta Falcons in the 2023 NFL Draft will be Tyree Wilson from Texas Tech. Defensive end. Keep in mind, like I said, if these guys go out and actually get a defensive tackle, then we're going to bring in some pass rush. It's defense is heavy, this draft. So this is what I'm thinking about. Tyree Wilson, 6'6", 275 pounds. Senior, really had his first season. He started 61 tackles, 7 sacks, 14 tackles for a loss. This young man has a lot of power. If you go back and look at some of his highlights, his length and his power off the line is amazing. Right now, he's ranked the number 7 guy. Like I said, right now, this is, projected as we stand right now. This is according to, of course, PFF mock draft. But I love what I've seen from him. A bigger end, kind of fitting in with something that a guy like Ryan Nielsen would want, a bigger end on that side to go aside somebody like Armor Ebiketie. I just really like what Tyree Wilson bring to the front. And guys, I just really want to be able to fix that pass rush. So of course we had Murphy out there. Could have got him. Could have got the other defensive tackle from Clemson as well. Could have went cornerback with Gonzalez, but I decided to go Tyree Wilson here. Defense end, like I said, big body, kind of trying to fit into something that Ryan Nielsen would like. Go and look at his highlight. Tyree Wilson is really somebody that potentially we're going to see what he do in the combine, pro days, and things like that. But as of right now, this is my first pick in the draft for the Atlanta Falcons this year. And I really believe he has the potential to be something special in this league for the NFL and for the Atlanta Falcons. All right. Going in round 2, pick 44, Tyree Stevenson, cornerback out of Miami. Big cornerback. Tyree Stevenson, 6'1", 215 pounds, running 4.4 in the 40. He had 25 tackles. 2 interceptions and 1.5 tackles for a loss. Also had 8 pass breakups. Something that I really like by Tyree Stevenson. If we decide to get rid of a guy like Casey Hayward, he plays man-to-man coverage, real physical at the line. I can definitely see somebody like Tyreek Stevenson being paired up with AJ Terrell. We know, looking at what the Yanks did, we know they played a lot of man-to-man coverage. So a guy like AJ Terrell and Tyree Stevenson being on the outside, two big corners, over 6 feet tall, long, lanky guys. Like I said, the 4.4 speed, should be able to run with anybody. Has a lot of physicality. Go back and look at Tyree Stevens film as well, and believe me, guys, you're gonna like what you see at cornerback. All right, next guy is going to be Michael Wilson out of Stanford. One thing about Michael Wilson, definitely, of course, he only played 6 games this season. But what I like about him, another big receiver, 6'2", 216 pounds, another 4.49 on speed, so he's able to stretch the field. You won't have a problem him getting off, the line of scrimmage because of his size, his physicality. Another, prototypical quarterback for a guy like Arthur Smith. Big receivers. That's a quarterback. Big receivers for a guy like Arthur Smith. Really, really good hands. Like I said, only played 6 games, so not the biggest stats out there, but I really believe that if he can stay healthy, and I know I'm picking him in the 3rd round, but we do need a receiver. We want to be able to, to boost up our receiver core to go alongside Drake London and Kyle Pitts. So definitely for me, I would definitely want to bring in a guy like Michael Wilson. Like I said, 4.4 speed, big receiver. Stay in line with the big typical receivers that we have been drafting. I was thinking about a speedy guy or something like that. We bring back a guy like Olumide Kids. He could fit that role. But if you want another big body to put on the outside, on the opposite side of, a guy like Kyle Pitts and Drake London, Michael Wilson will be that guy out of Stanford. Next guy. So we're going to go linebacker here. This is just a depth signing for me. Don't know if Rashawn Evans is going to come back, but you can't never have enough linebackers, in your room. So at pick 110, Noah Sewell, of course, he's the brother of the other great guy that got drafted out of Oregon. 6'2", 253 pounds, ran a 4.5 in the 40. So like I said, he has speed to be able to go sideline to sideline. He actually is really good sacking the quarterback as well. So something, if you look at going back into, I hate talking about the Yanks guys, but we got their defense line coach, and I'm pretty sure he's going to bring some of those, traits and schemes that the Yanks use over the past 5 seasons to the Atlanta Falcons. So if you look at a guy like DeMario Davis, I can actually imagine a guy like Sewell being somebody that can come up the field and rush the passer, on pressure packages. So, physical guy, like I said, big size, 253 pounds, running 4.5, can run sideline to sideline. I think this is a really good signing if the Atlanta Falcons can get a guy like Sewell at pick 110 in the 4th round. All right, next guy at 113, Ronnie Hickman, safety out of Ohio State. Of course, we got 2 great safeties, two good young safeties we got here. But if we want to add depth to that position, another guy who actually run a 4.4, 6'1", 209 pounds. So pretty big size safety, can come down. Maybe a guy that can come out in the box. Also should be able to cover with that speed that he has. Good signing for me at 113. Bringing in depth at that safety position. You always want to have depth all over the field, and bringing in a guy like, Ronnie Hickman would definitely be good for the Atlanta Falcons. Like I said, this right here is not, when you think about this draft, it's not determining who they actually went and got in free agency, because if we were to go get a guy like a Jesse Bates, a guy like Ronnie Hickman probably wouldn't be on the radar for the Falcons. But at the same time, going with their philosophy, best player available, I definitely feel like a guy like Ronnie Hickman could be a good signing for the Atlanta Falcons. At 161, Deuce Vaughn. Actually, I would say he's going to be like the little lightning to the thunder of a guy like Tyler Algier for us this season. This young man actually is 5'6", 176 pounds, running another 4.4, but he's able to catch the ball out of the backfield. He has the twitchy speed you need. Somebody, and it's just right here why I would get a guy like him. Change your pace back. You pound with Tyler Algier, with a guy like Cordell Patterson, but then you bring in a guy like Deuce Vaughn to come in and change the pace. You just him out the backfield. I know we got Avery Williams already, smaller back for us, but you can never have enough running backs, stapler running backs. Also, we don't know what's going to happen with the status of Caleb Huntley, but bringing a guy like Deuce Vaughn in um, definitely change it back. A lot of people trying to get Robinson from Texas to come in and things like that. I think we got enough big, big receivers that can pound the rock. We do need to change the pace back. So a guy like Deuce Vaughn for me would be that guy. Getting him in the 5th round, just like we got Tyler Algier last year. And we will have to see how that will work out for the Atlanta Falcons. Going to the 7th round, just wanted to go ahead and boost up our depth at the defensive lineman position. So I went and got out Cameron Young at 226 from Mississippi State. Cameron Young, 6'3", 304 pounds, another big body to bring in. And hopefully, a guy like Ryan Nielsen can develop. He's known for developing good young defensive line. So this is a guy that getting him in the 7th round at 226. Definitely take a flyer on him to see can we actually develop a young guy that we can actually start to have a great depth at the defensive tackle position, defensive lineman position. So this is definitely somebody that the Falcons could definitely take a flyer on. Like I said, in the 7th round at 226. This is a solid signing for the Atlanta Falcons. And it goes along with, like I said, the best player available at the time of the draft. And then last but not least, I'm going to go ahead and take a young man out of Jackson State, just because my liking to, of course, primetime Deion Sanders, Dallas Daniel, another receiver coming out, bringing in somebody that actually had a pretty good season for the Tigers of Jackson State. Only issues to Dallas Daniels is his speed. Right now, they got him running a 4.8. Actually, we're 4.6, which is kind of slow for a receiver and his size. Hopefully, he'll be able to run better than that. When he have the opportunity to show scouts what he'll be able to do. But I really like his chemistry that he had with Shadur Sanders at Jackson State. So this is a young man I've just seen on the board. I really want to just add depth to our receiver core, along with a guy like Michael Wilson and on other guys that we got. We still got Jared Barnhart that has a chance to come back to the roster as well this offseason. But the more weapons for a guy like Desmond Ridder definitely be good for us. So Dallas Daniel is the guy that I pick with that 7th round pick at 247. So guys, there you have it. My first mock draft. If you can see by Pro Football Focus, I got an A-, and I didn't even try to get the best draft out there. I think this was my 3rd time going through, and this is where I thought this was the best draft that I had picked, going around the 3rd time. So, Tyree Wilson, I think, is a guy that a lot of people had not talked about that much, going in the top 8. But like I said, guys, it's going to change over and over again. A couple of guys that we definitely could have talked about: Murphy, the cornerback. We could have went with any of Gonzalez. Could have went with any of those guys, but I just wanted to be a little different on my first draft. Definitely want to hear from what you guys got to think about this draft class. Did you think I hit it out the box, or you think I missed on a couple of picks here, there? Who would you would have picked at number 8 pick? Would you would have went and got another running back? We already got a staple of running backs there. And would your receiver be different than a guy like Michael Wilson, who's only played 6 games this past season because of injury? So I'm really want to hear from the other Falcon fans out there. Let me know what you think about my first mock draft. Definitely won't be the last probably thing I end up doing, but about 5 or 6 drafts this offseason because we do have time. As we go into free agency, the draft definitely will change because we're going to go based off who they veterans they picked up and what kind of depth they might need to add at other positions. So that's all I have. This is your boy Recondo coming back at you with another video. Peace.